Alright, gather around folks, because apparently, just a humble glass of water with a sprinkle of baking soda is going to revolutionize your body. Or so they say. Imagine raking in a boatload of health benefits just by sipping on baking soda water. A concoction so simple, so cheap, it almost has to be a scam, right? Sounds a little too good to be true, doesn't it? But here's the kicker, the part where you go, no way. Apparently actual medical professionals, the ones with degrees and stuff, sometimes drink and even recommend this stuff. Yeah, I was shocked too. You'd think they'd be prescribing some exotic, unpronounceable pharmaceutical, but nope, good old bicarb. So, because we're nothing if not thorough, or perhaps just easily intrigued by cheap fixes, in this presentation, we're not just going to drone on about all the supposed benefits of this magical elixir. We're also going to tell you how to whip it up, because apparently, there's a correct way, lest you accidentally turn yourself into a science fair volcano. And, crucially, we'll touch on those pesky little things called contraindications. The bits where they quietly tell you this miracle might not be for everyone. So let's dive in, shall we? Or as they say, hands to the work, whatever that means. Segment 1. Kidneys, the unsung heroes, apparently aided by bicarb. First up on the things baking soda will magically fix list, your kidneys. Yes, those bean-shaped wonders tirelessly filtering your blood, getting rid of all the gunk and toxins. Noble, thankless work. Now, when your body's pH goes all wonky and leans towards the acidic side, maybe from that third cheeseburger, who's judging? Your poor kidneys can apparently struggle. Enter stage left, baking soda water. It supposedly helps neutralize that acid, taking a load off your kidneys. Makes it easier for them to flush out toxins via your urine. So, you're basically just peeing out your problems, made slightly easier by baking soda. Isn't science grand? Segment 2. Heartburn and digestion. The fiery dragon in your chest next. For those of you intimately familiar with the fiery demon of heartburn and the general misery of bad digestion. You know that delightful burning sensation climbing up your chest, often after a meal you knew you shouldn't have eaten? Well, instead of reaching for the expensive chalky tablets, some say a simple baking soda solution is your knight in shining armor. How, you ask? Because baking soda, in its infinite wisdom, neutralizes stomach acid. Who knew? It calms the burn, eases the discomfort. And get this, when your stomach environment is less like a vat of acid, your liver can supposedly focus all its energy on detoxifying your blood. Because clearly, the liver was just twiddling its thumbs before, waiting for the stomach to chill out. Segment 3. Lungs. Because who doesn't want to cough up gunk easier? Moving on to the respiratory system. Because why stop at kidneys and stomachs? A baking soda solution might also be your lungs' new best friend. Or so the theory goes. This wonder drink can supposedly help clear out your bronchial tubes and make it easier to expel mucus. Delightful. Thanks to its alkaline properties. There's that word again. Baking soda might help thin out that stubborn gunk in your lungs, making it less viscous and easier to, eject. 227. Super handy if you're congested or have a cough that sounds like a dying seal, where the mucus has decided to set up permanent residence. Who needs expensive cough syrup when you have baking soda? Disclaimer, probably still see a doctor if you sound like a dying seal. Segment 4. Bad breath and pearly whites. The oral bonanza, and now for something completely different. Your mouth. Did you know that rinsing your mouth with baking soda water can help combat bad breath? Yes, it's true. Or at least, plausible. Baking soda can neutralize those delightful mouth acids that contribute to odors that could peel paint. It also has antibacterial properties, apparently. So, fewer bacteria, less stink. Makes sense, I guess. Now, hold your horses. This isn't a free pass to skip brushing and flossing. Let's not get crazy. But it could be an extra little helper for those whose breath could fell a small ox. And the benefits don't stop there. Oh no. This magical solution also moonlights as a natural microexfoliant. Fancy! It buffs away surface stains on your teeth, revealing a whiter, more radiant smile. Or, slightly less yellow. To achieve this dazzling effect, just swish it around once or twice a week. Don't overdo it, unless you fancy sanding off your enamel. That'd be counterproductive. This miracle rinse can also apparently help with inflamed, bleeding gums if you're one of the lucky folks suffering from gingivitis. Is there anything baking soda can't do? Spoiler, yes, lots of things. Interactive bit, because engagement is key, right? Okay, pause for audience participation. Because I genuinely, sort of, want to know. Have you ever actually drunk this stuff? Or used it as a mouthwash hoping for a Hollywood smile? Drop your confessions in the comments below. Don't be shy. We're all sharing here. Segment 5. Immune system. We couldn't possibly skip mentioning that drinking baking soda water might also boost your immune system. Through its mystical alkaline powers, this mixture helps balance your body's pH, reducing chronic inflammation and creating a more favorable environment for your defense cells to do their thing. So, basically, you're making your insides less grumpy so your immune cells can fight better. If only it were that simple for everything in life. Segment 6. The how-to. Because you're probably wondering, and now, you're probably on the edge of your seat, desperately wondering, how do I prepare this miracle concoction? Brace yourselves, it's incredibly complicated. Just kidding. It's actually easier than you think. Just add half a teaspoon, yes, a half, of baking soda to about 200 milliliters. That's like a smallish glass of lukewarm or room temperature water. Stir it well until it's all dissolved. Then sip it slowly. Don't chug it like you're at a frat party. Depending on why you're subjecting yourself to this, say, for that raging heartburn, it's often suggested to drink it on an empty stomach. Segment 7. The disclaimer. The Don't Sue Us section now. Despite this glowing endorsement of all the wonderful things baking soda water can allegedly do, it's not for everyone. Shocking, I know. There are some pretty important don't do it's. People with high blood pressure, for instance. Yeah, maybe loading up on sodium, which is in sodium bicarbonate. Isn't your smartest move. It could, make your blood pressure worse. Got kidney failure or chronic kidney disease? Steer clear. It can mess with your electrolyte balance and kidney function, which, if your kidneys are already struggling, seems like a bad idea. And if you have heart problems, like congestive heart failure, definitely chat with a doctor before you start chugging baking soda. It can play havoc with your acid-base balance and heart function. Oh, and it can also mess with certain medications, like antacids, ironic, and some antibiotics. So, and this is where we get really serious for a second, or try to. Please talk to a healthcare professional before you start any regular baking soda regimen, especially if you're thinking high doses or long-term. Don't just take my or any random internet person's word for it. Seriously. Segment 8. The bonus round. Salt water. Because one miracle cure isn't enough. And of course, the video doesn't end here. Because we have a bonus for you dedicated viewers who've stuck around. If plain old baking soda water isn't exciting enough, how about salt water? Yes, another mind-blowingly simple combination with everyday ingredients that could be powerful for your body. We're talking a mix of water and salt. That's it. When consumed in the right proportion, emphasis on right, because chugging seawater is generally frowned upon. This combo can supposedly help in various ways. One of them is rehydration. Picture this. You've just run a marathon, or, more realistically, chased the bus, or you've got a delightful case of diarrhea. Your body is screaming for water. Drinking salt water allegedly helps you recover lost electrolytes like sodium and chloride, essential for water balance and muscle function. 658. So, salt water doesn't just replace lost fluids. It supposedly helps your body retain that water more effectively. fighting dehydration better than plain water. To make this rehydrating potion, mix about half a teaspoon of salt in a liter of water. Sip it, don't gulp. This ratio is key for safe electrolyte intake without overwhelming your system. Segment 9. Salt water and digestion. More stomach miracles? Drinking salt water might also improve digestion. How? By stimulating digestive enzymes and hydrochloric acid in your stomach, which, are pretty crucial for breaking down food. Salt provides sodium and chloride, vital for gastric juices. So, your digestion starts faster and is more complete. Or that's the theory. Sipping this solution throughout the day, especially before meals, because why not add another ritual to your day, could ease digestion, improve nutrient absorption, and relieve fun stuff like bloating and indigestion. Wouldn't that be nice? Segment 10. Salt water and skin. Because we all want to glow, apparently salt water might improve skin health by providing essential minerals that hydrate and balance it. Because of course it does. Salt contains minerals like magnesium, calcium, and potassium, which supposedly keep skin hydrated, reduce inflammation, and promote healing. Who knew salt was a skincare guru? These minerals also supposedly balance skin pH, fighting acne and eczema. To make this concoction, dissolve half a teaspoon of salt in a liter of filtered water. Sip it throughout the day. Your skin might become smoother, firmer, and healthier looking. Or you might just really need to pee a lot. Segment 11. Sea bathing. The original saltwater therapy, and naturally, if we're talking salt water, we have to mention a dip in the ocean for you lucky coastal dwellers. This ancient habit is great for skin health for several reasons. Seawater is bursting with minerals, magnesium, calcium, potassium, sodium that nourish and revitalize the skin. These minerals have anti-inflammatory and healing properties, supposedly soothing eczema, psoriasis, and acne. Plus, sea salt acts as a natural exfoliant, scrubbing off dead cells, promoting renewal, and leaving your skin smoother and brighter. Or just really, really salty. Salt water can also improve blood circulation, which is good for everything, including skin. However, and this is a big however, remember to moisturize after your frolic in the waves, because salt water, ironically, can be quite dehydrating to your skin. The ocean giveth, and the ocean taketh away. Segment 12. Salt water disclaimer. Yes, more warnings. Just like with its bicarb cousin, there are caveats to guzzling salt water. If you have hypertension, kidney disease, or heart problems, this is probably not for you. Excess sodium can aggravate these conditions, raising blood pressure and overloading your kidneys. Also, drinking too much salt water can actually cause dehydration. Plot twist. Salt can draw water out of your cells into your gut, leading to fluid loss. So, if you have congestive heart failure, edema, or are on a sodium-restricted diet, which seems obvious, but hey, probably best to avoid this one too. We insist, and by insist, we mean strongly suggest, always consult a healthcare professional before you start regularly chugging salt water or baking soda water. Make sure it's safe and suitable for your specific health situation. Don't just wing it based on a YouTube video, even one as charmingly skeptical as this one.